What's going on, guys? It's Glenn, Midtown Power Washers, beautiful Memphis, Tennessee. Trying to back out of my driveway right now. Looks like a used car lot over here. Long time no see. I know I haven't posted in about a month. I am planning on getting back on that and giving you guys some more content, man. I've been slacking. We've got a lot of things in the works for Midtown Power Washers. A lot of things, coming soon. I'm not gonna speak on them yet. Year 2. Having a little trouble deciding what direction the channel's gonna go in. Really, to be honest with you, we're about a year and a half in now. First year was like, hey, these are the things that I did to start out. But today's video is gonna be just a little more simple, okay? We're going to go do a graffiti job, graffiti removal. It is Sunday. I'm going to hopefully get this done, get it edited, and posted today so you can see it the same day that I did it. That's the plan. Graffiti removal job. Little backstory on it. Lady calls, or she actually contacted our website. We reached back out to her. She explains to me that there's some graffiti. It's in Midtown, so it's literally, I'm driving to Home Depot to get a paintbrush first, but and I'll explain to you what that's for later. But it's literally on the other side of Home Depot, which is like a 10-minute drive, if that. So it was convenient. She tells me the story. Her son got in trouble for doing this graffiti. He ended up, getting arrested for it and all that. And luckily, the owners and everybody, they're gonna let him get, drop the charges on him as long as, the graffiti gets taken care of. So that's what we got hired on to do. When talking to this lady, I felt a real sense that I should help the best I can. Obviously I can't go out there and do it for free. As you know, if you priced any of these chemicals for graffiti removal, they are not cheap. They're very expensive. So I had to charge her something, but I gave her a pretty good discount for the job just because I don't know, I felt inclined. I felt touched by it. Her son, is around the same age I was in when I started getting in trouble. In my younger years. From all accounts, he's a pretty good kid. He just, maybe made a mistake here. It wasn't necessarily like has to get done today or anything like that, so there's no priority charge. The business is being really cool. I talked to them this morning and they're like, hey, it's by our trash compactor. You should be good to go just whenever's convenient for you. I filled up the water tank. Hopefully I won't have to refill it. Hopefully we can just use the water that I have in the tank. That's what I'm hoping, I'm thinking, and we can go about our business. Make this pretty quick and painless for everybody involved. Just wanted to do something good. If I can make that hardship a little bit lighter on her, that's what I wanted to do. Because I know, kids make mistakes, kids mess up, kids do things. Let me start out by saying, don't do that if you're new. If you're new, you can't afford to give everybody a discount, right? I do it on a case-by-case basis. Sometimes, especially in a situation like this, maybe I'll feel obliged that we need to, help these people out or whatever the case may be. But when you're starting out, man, you really cannot afford to give discounts, not even to family, not even to anybody, because those chemicals are really, really expensive right now. 6 months from now, they're going to be a lot more expensive. Okay, if everything keeps trending the way that it's trending and these gas prices remain where they're at, our cost to do business is just going to go up and it's going to skyrocket. So we can't really afford to cut corners and give people discounts and things of that nature, especially early on. Now we're actually thinking of raising our prices next month for this reason. Next month is what we're looking at, and we're probably going to end up going up a little bit in every area because gas is so expensive. It cost me like $225 to fill up this truck, you know. And I'm not saying that that's the customer's fault by any means because they didn't buy the truck, but I am saying that you know, we got to charge accordingly to stay afloat. Put this graffiti remover on. We'll try to get the graffiti off. I'll show you the entire process of how I do that. It's very simple, but the thing is, you can mess stuff up badly if you don't know what you're doing with these chemicals. And if you put them on the wrong thing or the wrong chemical on the wrong thing, you're talking about messing up the entire surface area of whatever you're trying to clean. And that's not the goal. The goal is to clean things, not damage things. So it's a simple process. You got to know where to get the chemicals, how to use the chemicals, and have the equipment to get it done. I know I did a graffiti removal little video about a year ago, maybe a little longer than a year ago now. And you know, we've learned since then, so y'all come learn with me. All right, guys, so this is what we got. We got this right here. Good stuff. Don't do a graffiti removal job without it. We got a paintbrush to paint it on. Got a little cup. Pour it in. Graffiti remover. I use Tag Away, or Taginator, or Tag Away, depending on the surface. And then we also use World's Best sometimes. I've got some of that as well. But let's go over here and look and see what we're working with. That's what we're getting up. All right, I'm gonna show you how easy this is. Get over here, make sure you're wearing your gloves. Sorry, I'm a one-man kind of guy right now. Take a step back, you can already see it's just melting it away. We'll move on and do this little stuff, and then we'll do that big part last over here. Now this stuff is very, very caustic, guys, so you're gonna feel a little tingle on your face when you're spraying it. I probably should be wearing a respirator or something. Definitely gloves, definitely eyes. Those are the two that I care about the most, because I'm trying to like spray to where the wind is blowing it. I'm gonna spray in the opposite way of the wind. You can see over here that shadowing all in this area. I'll take my glasses off, I can't see. The shadowing that's all through here. We're gonna hit it around those lines one more time with the Taginator. But then at the very end, we're gonna go on and we're gonna paint over those lines with a little trick that I found that will take care of any shadowing. Melt that junk away, baby. So as you can see here, I've rinsed everything away. Sorry, I had to stop what I was doing, and I did a little live on our YouTube group. If you're not part of a YouTube group, or you want to look for some little, you know, some really nuanced things like this, and just some higher education into the whole entrepreneurial mindset, the Inner Circle is a group that I'm part of, and you know, everybody that's a member of this circle, they'll stop what they're doing for a few minutes if they think it could help the group, and they'll post a little video or a little live to show everybody some little something. So there is a vast amount of knowledge in this group. By far the #1 group on Facebook right now. It's like, I don't know what it is a month, maybe $150 a month, $100 a month to be in this group. But since we're all paying for it, we all try to provide value, so we're getting the value out of it. That $150 is never missed because I'm getting things that I didn't know before, and I'm just changing my overall mindset on the entrepreneurial life. All right, sorry about that plug. It's a shameless plug. I don't get paid for it. I don't get anything for that, but we got this all kind of starting to go. There was about 5 or 6 layers underneath, so we're going to hit it again with this, let it sit for a minute, go back over the area over here where the black lines are, try to get that gone, and start painting this stuff on here. All right, so we're going to agitate this just a little bit, this brush, just to get it kind of moving a little bit faster. We out, you know what I mean? That's it. Quick job, kinda. I mean, there was a little bit more than I anticipated. That red block had about, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 layers of graffiti on top of it. So we didn't want to wash away that red block because I think it was painted there because it was a different kind of paint. It wasn't spray paint, it wasn't latex, it was something different. It was like that industrial, like what you would use for like parking lot lines and stuff like that. So it wasn't that, but I mean, we took off a little bit of it, and that's unavoidable, but we did take off like 5 layers on top of it. I mean, we peel back a layer, and then boom, there's another layer of graffiti. We peel back a layer, and boom, there's another layer of graffiti. So, you know, that's just part of what you get into when you get into these. Glad to help the lady that we helped. Hope to get to speak to her son. Just because if you follow my channel for any period of time, you know that I too have been in trouble with the law, and I, you know, my life has changed drastically from what it used to be. But if I can help anybody in any way to not have to go through the same struggles and the same heartaches that I had to go through, and not just be so dumb to listen to somebody else, if I could do any of that, if there's a potential that I can help anybody in that way, that's my main purpose on this earth today. Pressure washing's fun, it's cool, pays the bills, gives my family a great life, but I'm supposed to be here to see what I can pack into the stream of life, and you know, so that's my main goal. Every day when I wake up, it should be. But I'm very selfish, so I struggle with it. I hope this helps you guys, man. Do not be afraid of this graffiti removal. You do not need hot water to do it. It is not necessary. A lot of people will tell you otherwise. That is not the case. If you know your chemicals, very rarely do you need hot water. The only thing that hot water is absolutely, in my eyes, necessary for is if you were doing oil spills or something like that. If you're getting up oil, hot water is going to help you. And with gum, but I mean, whatever. Who wants to mess with a little piece of gum anyway? You can absolutely do it. Just learn your chemicals, you know. And that's with all this stuff. You can clean almost anything if you know what to put on what. Y'all be easy. Stay safe. Peace.